Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Can- Should we start all over or are we good? We're good? We're good. Alhamdulillah. So today's a special month. Can somebody tell me what month we're in again?
April.
Excellent. That is the month we're in. What is the Islamic month we're in? Ramadan. Is Ramadan a special time or is it like any other month? It's such a special time. Who knows why it's such a special time? You don't? It's okay.
Ramadan?
Yes, it's because it's Ramadan.
The Qur'an was revealed in Ramadan.
Excellent. MashaAllah. The Qur'an was revealed in Ramadan. Do you have something more to add? Go ahead.
In Ramadan, when Prophet Muhammad was born, Prophet Jibreel sent the book down to him.
MashaAllah, exactly. The Qur'an was revealed in Ramadan. So Ramadan is a very special month for Muslims. And during this month, we get to do a lot of special things. So we're going to start by reading this book, Elias and Duck, Ramadan Joy. You guys have heard of this story? Have you heard of this story?
I have three of this.
You like the Elias and Duck? Oh, good. So I'm happy you haven't heard this one yet. We're going to read it now. So remember, I'm going to start by opening it up. And when I finish reading a page, I will give everyone a chance to see the picture, okay? So if you can't see it right away, it's okay, because I'll make sure that everyone gets a turn, okay? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Elias and Duck stood at the edge of town, patiently watching in the setting sun. Then the moon appeared, and Elias said with cheer, "Look, Duck, up there. I see the crescent moon." And just like that, the month of Ramadan had begun. Did anyone go and try and find the Ramadan moon?
Yeah.
Who found it?
I did not.
You guys have excellent eyes if you did. I missed it this year. But I saw it the second and third day. Did you guys see it? It was beautiful. MashaAllah. Okay. The joy of Ramadan spread quickly through town with festive decorations and lanterns abound. The smell of treats spilled into the streets as the baker prepared suhoor, the last meal before the daytime fast that is so important to eat. What did that teach us? What was a very important thing that it taught us? Who do you know?
You have to eat at night.
Good. Suhoor, which is the meal we eat early in the morning, is very important. And it's a very good sunnah for us to do. So that's why we wake up really early and we try to eat. Then morning came and the sun was out. "Duck, wait," Elias had to shout. "The sun is still up. Let's not forget. Don't break your fast, at least not yet." "When can I eat?" "When the sun sets." "Can I have something to drink?" "Not quite yet." "No food, no drink, not even a sip or crumb? Oh, this is hard. What's the point? Where's the fun?" Elias thinks that fasting is going to be hard.
I always try to tell my mom, but she doesn't let me. She said I'm too small.
Well, inshallah, one day you will be big enough. Fasting is not meant to be easy. It can leave your belly empty and grumbling inside. But know this feeling is just Allah's way of feeding goodness to your body and mind. Goodness like compassion, to care for the less fortunate, empathy, to feel the hunger they often do, gratitude, to appreciate all the blessings you have, and a reminder of just how fragile you are, and that it's Allah who provides for you. You see that? Elias looks silly at the bottom of the page. He looks hungry. Fasting is a chance to nourish your soul, your relationship with Allah, and your community too. It's a chance to practice self-discipline and restraint and build confidence in all that you do. Oh, and so the hours in the day. Oh, did I show you guys that page? The hours in the day slowly ticked away. Ring! Sounded the bells on the alarm clock. The sun has set. It's time for Iftar. Good. Do you guys know what Iftar means?
It means you break your fast.
Exactly. You break your fast. Do you want to add something?
And the duck on the page looks funny.
He does. He's very excited to break his fast. Or maybe he's just really excited that he made it all day without eating. They broke their fast with just a few dates, drank water, prayed, and then they ate. They met friends and family all around town, and all around town, not a frown could be found. That is, until they reached the other end of town. Because at the other end of town, on top of a hill, lived a man who was rarely ever seen. No one ever really knew who he was, and no one knew his real name, but they all did know him as Menacing Mr. Mean. Oh, I'm not fond of this month, Ramadan. For 30 days, the kids are so well behaved. For 30 days, all their bad deeds are gone. Everyone is so kind, they give charity and stuff. How will I ever stand all this goodness for 30 long days? I know. I will spoil Ramadan. No. I've had enough. No. That menacing Mr. Mean. He's a troublemaker. I will cover entire neighborhoods with my menacing spray so kids may continue to play even when it's time to pray. I will bake mouth-watering cookies and place them all around so kids are tempted to break their fast even before the sun goes down.
You can't eat fried food in Ramadan.
It is better if we don't. We'll have more energy. I will spread rumors to encourage gossip and hope kids make promises they cannot keep. Yes, this is how I spoil Ramadan and make it what it's not meant to be.
You look so very nice.
Right? Not nice, that menacing Mr. Mean. Oh no, exclaimed Elias. Mr. Mean is up to no good. Follow me, we must save the neighborhood. That brave Elias and Duck going to help their community.
They're so nice.
They are.
Mr. Mean is so bad.
Mr. Mean is so bad. They are good choices. Stop right there, Mr. Mean. It's Sheriff Elias and Deputy Duck. We heard what you're up to. Your time is up. You will never catch me. Where can he be? He. I think he got away. You see him. You should help them. You see him too? You think that's a good hiding spot?
No.
Mr. Mean got away, but it's a good thing he's gone, because there's no room for meanness, only goodness in Ramadan. And when a good deed is done, the reward for it is multiplied, not just once or twice, not 3 times, nor 4, but many, 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 many times more.
Wow, there's a lot of stars.
Yeah, because in Ramadan, a good deed, we get more than just one time. We get it many, 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 many times more. As the days of Ramadan passed one by one, each day's fast helped to improve everyone. There was increased patience, better health, and important habits that were quite clear. Indeed, each day was a chance to practice all these things and carry better habits throughout the rest of the year. You see, it's like they got badges. They got special cards showing all the good things that they learned, that they improved on in Ramadan.
What are they?
They call it the Ramadan Roundup cards. Yeah. So for the remainder of the month, in the last 10 days, Elias and Duck looked forward to the rising sun. While they were thankful for the joy from the Ramadan days that passed, they were especially excited for all the blessings to come. Ramadan Mubarak, and have a blessed day. Welcome. Ramadan begins. They have their own little times. So I want to ask you guys, what are some good habits that we could do? Somebody over here said, go ahead.
Give charity.
We can give charity. That's a really good habit to get into. Back there.
You can surprise someone with a gift.
That's a very sweet one. You can surprise someone with a gift. That's good. Back there. You give people in the back a chance too. I'll come back. You can read the Qur'an. That's a good habit to get into. Very good.
Give food to people that don't have food.
Yes, we can feed those who need. Good. MashaAllah. Praying. We could do prayers and extra salah. You can go too. You want to do it? Do you want to say it for her? Go ahead. Praying. Both of you guys. That's great. You could pray your farad and extra sunnah.
Fasting.
Fasting. We get our fasting done. Okay, let's get 2 more.
To be nice to Allah.
Yes, we can. How can we?
By praying to Him a lot.
Yes, praying to Him a lot. Good. Back there. A little bit louder. Having patience. Those are all great habits, mashallah. I'm sure we could think of a bunch more, but I want to see if you guys can think about this Ramadan. And if you think that you have been practicing patience, stand up. If you don't think you have, it's okay, because Ramadan, we just started Ramadan. We can practice it in the next half. Okay, good. Do you think you've been practicing patience this Ramadan? Good. Okay, now everybody down. Okay, let's think. Do you think this Ramadan you have been helping your mom and dad extra more than normal? Stand up if you feel like you have.
Kind of.
Kind of?
Kind of.
So you want to do a half up? Okay, great. MashaAllah. Okay, now everybody down. Last one. I want you to think hard about this. Do you think that in this month of Ramadan that you have been reading more Qur'an than you normally do? If you do, stand up. That's good. MashaAllah. Excellent. All right, you guys can all sit down. Now, if you didn't stand up, that's okay, because we just started Ramadan, right? So this Ramadan, we can make it our goal to try and help our parents more, to try and read more Qur'an and pray and to be more patient. Those are some great habits, mashallah. So now we're going to read our second book. Do you guys want to read another book?
Yeah.
One more?
I have the book.
You do? I love this book. It's one of my favorites. It's called Who Will Help Me Make Iftar? This is the... Oh, hold on. We're gonna read the book. We don't want to surprise everyone to have it as a surprise.
Oh, I know.
By Esma Hussein. Okay. So what should I say before I begin? Thank you. Good. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Every year on the first day of Ramadan, Mustafa Emka and his wife cooked a delicious meal for all their neighbors. But his wife, Aiza Taiza, was not well this year. Let's cancel the iftar, she said. Our neighbors will understand.
No.
Oh, did I show you guys that picture? No, we must continue our tradition, Mustafa Emka replied. I'll prepare the soup, the rice, and the beef kurma, the salad, and the ravani all on my own. I've watched you do it for 40 years. But who will help you, she said. You're an old man now. Your bones creak and your hands shake. Don't worry, he replied with a laugh. I will find help. Mustafa Emka called out to his daughter, Halima, will you help me buy the dates to break our fast? I can't, said Halima. I am far too tired from fasting. So Mustafa Emka went to the market with a pocket full of jingling coins and bought the sweet dates himself.
I don't think this is true, but I saw a video about fasting, and I saw that the digestive system wasn't lazy.
It wasn't lazy during Ramadan? Yeah, I think you're right, yeah. During Ramadan, it helps get our digestive system healthy.
And I think it makes you faster.
It makes you faster, gives you more energy. I guess when we fast the month of Ramadan, we can check with ourselves to see how we feel after, yeah. We're going to keep reading. We'll raise our hands after, okay? Inshallah. On his way home, Mustafa Emka ran into his friend Mahmoud. Will you help me make the red lentil soup for our iftar, he asked. I can't, said Mahmoud. The onions always burn my eyes. So Mustafa Emka cut the onions and carrots himself. He washed the lentils and sprinkled the bubbling soup with paprika and dried mint. We're going to ask questions after, okay? Mustafa Emka spotted his neighbor Bashir outside. Will you help me make the pilar rice and beef kavurma for our iftar, he asked. I can't, said Bashir. I will get my new shirt dirty. So Mustafa Emka seasoned and stirred the spicy beef with one hand, and he mixed the rice and crispy vermicelli with the other.
Oh, no.
Mustafa Emka found his granddaughter Zainab playing a video game. Will you help me cut the cucumbers and tomato for the salad, he asked. I can't, Zainab said. If I leave my game now, I'll lose all my points. Oh, he's looking really tired now. So Mustafa Emka sliced and diced a mountain of tomatoes and cucumbers himself, and he topped them with the feta cheese and a handful of black olives. He's looking really tired now. He's doing a lot of things by himself. The delicious smells of Mustafa Emka's cooking tickled his family's nose. It filled the air and made his neighbors' mouths water. It was finally time to break the fast. Who will eat some dates with me? Mustafa Amka called out to the masjid. But I did not help buy the dates, said Halima. How can I break my fast with them now? Allah loves those who feed fasting Muslims, Mustafa Amka said. And he passed the juicy dates around to all the fasting men and women.
Nice of him, even though they didn't help.
Even though they didn't help, he wants Allah to be happy with him. So he did it because Allah would be happy with him. After prayer, Mustafa Amka motioned for everyone to come and into his courtyard for a meal. But I did not help make the pilau rice or beef kavarma, said Bashir. How can I enjoy it now? And I did not help cut the onions for the lentil soup, said Mahmoud. How can I sip and slurp it now? And I did not help cut up the salad, said Zainab. How can I happily munch on it now? Do you think they're feeling guilty for not helping? Yeah, I think they're feeling bad. Mustafa Amka laughed and said, Allah loves those who are generous, especially to their families, neighbors, and guests. And I always want Allah to love me. And he ladled the fragrant soup into everyone's bowls, and he filled their plates with mounds of rice, beef, and salad.
Yummy. That looks like a yummy.
It does. That was a really nice iftar he made. MashaAllah. When all the guests had happily filled their bellies, Mustafa Amka stepped into the kitchen to prepare the tea. He suddenly realized he had forgotten to make the ravani. That's the dessert. He forgot to make the dessert. Oh, but what will my guests have for dessert? He said, looking around. How about this? His wife Aisha pointed to a large tray filled with moist ravani, syrupy baklawa, and sticky squares of Turkish delight. I may be sick, she said, but I can still find ways to help my old husband.
How kind of her.
Wasn't that kind and thoughtful of her? Even though she was sick, she wanted to help.
But he just didn't see her. She was just there, so when he was not looking.
When he was busy doing all the cooking and preparing, she saw that he might forget, and she helped him. She didn't say, hey, you forgot dessert. She said, let me help him. He's doing so much work already. So when Halima had finished the last crumb of her sweet ravani, she stood up and said, who will help me wash the dishes? Mahmoud asked, who will help me sweep the floors? Bashir asked, who will help me take some food to the needy? So now they're like, it's time to help, mashallah. The neighbors washed the dishes, the children swept the floors, and their friends made plates of food to share with the needy. That was very considerate of them.
I love it.
Yeah. The needy are those who might not have as much as we do. When Mustafa Amka heard the call to Isha prayer, he stood up. Before he could all ask, all the voices around him said together, yes, we will all come to pray with you. Alhamdulillah. The end. How did you guys like that book?
Great.
Good? What did it teach us? Always help others. That's a great lesson. You want to go?
Help us.
Helping us, yes. And he was Mustafa Amka, was he very impatient and said, why aren't you guys helping? No, he was so patient. And why do you think he was? Not good. Ramadan's a good time to be extra patient, but go ahead. The red hijab. Good, but why do you think he was extra patient, even when other people weren't really helping?
Because Allah can be happy with him.
Exactly, it's because he wants Allah to be happy with them. So when we do something good, do we do it just because we want other people to be happy with us?
No.
No, why should we do it? Because we want Allah to be happy with us. Good. So when you guys were telling me all the good deeds and good things we do during Ramadan, one of the things you guys said was you like to read extra Qur'an during Ramadan, right? Yeah. So I have a game for you guys. Let me stand up. Bismillah. Okay. This game is called I Spy Things in the Qur'an. Vermicelli? So have you ever seen rice when it has like this long pasta in it too? Sometimes people make it. It's a special kind of rice. Okay, so we're going to play an I Spy game. It's called I Spy Things in the Qur'an, okay? So every one of these questions, you have to read it, and you have to think, this is mentioned in the Qur'an. But you have to figure out what it is, and then you have to go and you have to find it. When you find it, it's hidden all around this, only in this room, this masjid room, okay? So don't leave the masjid room. We stay in here, okay? But when you find it, you're going to write the letter that you see next to the picture of the answer. When you bring me all the answers, I'll have a after Iftar treat for you guys. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Inshallah. Do you have a question?
Like I saw a bunny. I think I heard Bunny Israel in the Quran.
Bunny is in the Quran?
Bunny Israel.
Oh, Bani Israel.
I heard Sabr in
Sabr, good. So you guys have already heard a lot of words.
Which is
It is good. And then these will teach you even more words that are in the Quran and things. Do you want me to show you an example?
Yeah.
Okay. I was built by Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and his son. Who knows what that is? And don't worry, you have your parents here. They can help. I was built by Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and his son.
Oh, I know this.
Can you say it? The Kaaba. So for that question, you're going to look for a picture of the Kaaba. When you find it, there's a letter, and you write the letter here. So I have pens, and I have your papers. And remember, you can have mom or dad help you if they're here, okay? And inshallah, when you guys bring me the full paper with all the answers, you have a treat, okay?
Yeah.
And once this is done, we'll do our activity, inshallah, our craft. For all of you guys, yes, inshallah, inshallah.